Hello, welcome to a My Mini Maths video tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting 4 and 5 digit numbers. This video can be used for help and support with the arithmetic target question number 11. So for these addition and subtraction questions, we're going to be using the column method. So let's have a look at a couple of addition examples. So we'll use some 4 digit numbers to start with. So let's have a look at 4,629. And we're going to add that to 7,108. And what we can do is we're going to place those values into the grid, into the square grid on the right hand side of the screen. So we've got 4,629. I'm going to add 7,108. So we're going to take each column in turn. So first of all, the units. So we've got the 9 add 8 units gives us 17 units. So you can either place the 1 underneath or at the top. It's completely down to you. It's your preference. Okay, so we have an extra 10 to be used next time. So here's our tens. We have 1 10, 2 10s and 0 10s for a total of 3 10s for 30. Next onto the hundreds column, and we have 600 plus 100 to give us 700. And then finally in the thousands column, we have 4,000 and 7,000 to give us a total of 11,000. And we're going to have an extra one into the 10,000s column here. Bring that down for a final answer of 11,737. Okay, on to a second example for addition, and this time we're going to use two 5 digit numbers. So we have 23,895, and we're going to add that to 41,626. So let's place that onto our grid, onto our squares. And again, always making sure that we're placing the correct digits into the correct columns to ensure it has the right value for place value. Okay, here we go. So if I take my units again, my 5 and 6 units altogether give me 11 units, carry the extra 10 over. Okay, the tens column has 1 10 here, in addition to the original 9 and 2 10s. So that gives us 12 10s altogether. Carry 1 over into the hundreds. We have 100, 800 and 600. That's 15 100s. Carry 1 over again into the thousands. We have 1,000, 3,000, 1,000. That's 5,000. And finally in the 10,000s column, being a 5 digit number, we have 20,000 plus 40,000 is 60,000 for a final answer of 65,521. Okay, we can now look at a couple of examples for subtraction. So let's take the first example. We have 8,341, and I'm going to subtract 5,000, take away 5,280. So exactly the same with addition, we're going to place those into the correct columns on our grid. So 8,341, subtract 5,280. So take our units, we've got 1, take away nothing, leaves us with 1. Next in the tens, we have 4 10s, take away 8 10s, well we can't do that. 8 10s is too many, so we're going to go to the hundreds and borrow 100 to bring it back to make 14 10s, take away 8 10s, which gives us 6 10s. Then we have the remaining 200s, take away 200, leaves us with nothing in the hundreds column. And finally, we have the 8,000, take away the 5,000 for 3,000 to give us a final answer of 3,061. Okay, on to the second example now. So if I take 35,000 and 29, and I'm going to subtract from that 27,380. So I'm going to place that into the columns over here. So 35,029. I'm going to subtract 27,380. So here we go. Units first. 9 units take away 0 units, leaves us still with 9 units. Then in the tens, we have 2 tens take away 8 tens. Well, we can't do that, so we're going to look next door in the hundreds, but as you can see it's 0, so we can't borrow from there. So we'll go again into the next column, into the thousands column, and we're going to borrow 1,000. Now the key here is when you borrow, you only ever bring it back one column at a time. Don't try and jump all the way back to the tens or the units. Always only ever one jump at a time, one hop at a time. So now, going back to our original calculation, 2 tens take away 8 tens we can't do, but we can now borrow from the 10 100s. So we now have 9 hundreds left over, bringing 100 over into the tens. So our 12 tens take away 8 tens, leaves us with 4 tens. 900 take away 300 gives us 600. 4,000 take away 7,000, we can't do it, so we need to borrow again. So we're going to go all the way over to the 10,000s column and borrow one of those to make 14,000 take away 7,000 is 7,000. 2 10,000s take away 2 10,000s leaves us with 0 to give us a final answer of 7,649. So a couple of things to consider. Make sure that each of your digits are placed into the correct columns to ensure they have the correct value. Also make sure that you borrow or you carry over where you need to, and don't forget to include your carryovers when you are adding. And finally, the length of the numbers doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's a 2-digit number or a 10-digit number. The principle is exactly the same. You just work your way along the columns, adding and subtracting to arrive at the correct answer. Okay, that's everything for today. Please subscribe to the My Mini Maths video tutorial YouTube channel and you get all the latest videos, news and updates there. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care.